Hello, and welcome to the GOP presidential debate. I'm Evan Williams, and I will be your moderator for this evening. Today we are in Corpus Christi, the Lone Star State of Texas. Now let's take a moment to introduce our candidates. Former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum.
Thank you.
Former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney. Congressman Paul from Texas.
Oh, thank you! Thank you, everyone! Thank you! Oh, thank you!
And former Speaker of the House,
Thank
Newt
you!
Gingrich.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you.
This first question is for Newt Gingrich. What would your first act be when you come into office?
Well, I am appalled that you would start off this debate with that kind of trash. And it is as close to despicable as I can even imagine.
You guys
Despicable!
President Obama went into the White House with no experience. What experience do you have that will help you run this country?
Well, I was senator of Pennsylvania for
See?
8 years.
This is what I'm talking about! These...
Ron, you interrupted me. Ron, are you okay?
This is what I was talking
It's
about.
fine. We can continue.
These insiders, these lobbyists, there's too much government. We need to limit government. Leave it up to the states! Thank you.
All right. Anyway, as I
Draw
was saying,
time. Myth.
go ahead, Rick. As I was saying, anyway, you're out of time. So I was governor of Massachusetts. I worked in
See? He's a governor.
I worked in the private sector. I created jobs.
Massachusetts.
I
Florida.
rebuilt the Olympics. I've had success in rebuilding the economy. There's so many different things here.
Massachusetts moderate.
Well, okay, since you want to keep interrupting me, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, I worked with Ronald Reagan for about 3.5 years. I know what it's like to be in Congress, to work with the president. So I know what it's like to go through all that stuff.
Just because you say Ronald Reagan doesn't mean you're going to get the vote.
Not-
Can I say something?
Just so you know, Ronald Reagan mentioned him in his book once.
Exactly.
It was only once.
And he said he had an idea and it wasn't very good. So,
Excuse me, moderate. How do you have the authority to interrupt my speaking?
I just think we
I
should leave it up to the
say
states.
whatever I want, freedom of speech, the Promise of America, actually. So,
Norman.
Excuse me? He's got a point.
Candidates, we're going to be with you for a while, so why don't you tell us about your families?
Hey, I'm Rick Santorum. I have 7 children. I'm a Catholic. I homeschool. Go to bed, kids. I have a beautiful wife and my 5 sons, and 16 grandchildren.
I'm Ron Paul. I have a wife and some kids, but that's kind of irrelevant. I think we should start, asking some real questions here.
Well, which wife do you want me to talk about?
It's a professional debate. Boo! 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 Who says this kind of stuff?
Disgusting. What do they see in this guy?
Republican candidates, what is your views on illegal immigration, going down the line starting with Rick Santorum?
Well, I didn't get to talk.
Well, go wrong.
Me? Me? I thought we were going down the line, but that's fine. Okay, we don't need to talk about this, though. What we really need to focus on is foreign policy. The fact that people think we can't debate foreign policy and that all we have to do is go to war is ridiculous. It's warmongering. We don't need a war. We don't want a war.
No. I don't think we should do what Mitt Romney suggests, which is wrangle old, Hispanic old ladies.
I said nothing
Excuse me?
about wrangling old women. I don't want you putting ads of me throwing old Hispanic women off cliffs either. And frankly, the grandparents broke the law to get into this country. If they need to be wrangled, they will. Hell, get me a lasso.
Roxanne's more than do that. As I was saying.
Wait, let me get this straight. Forgive me for laughing, but I haven't got to speak this entire time.
You don't need to speak. We've covered it.
Okay.
Alright. Well, just say who you agree with, though.
Illegal immigrants.
I think we can do that. Can he speak? Can he speak for a minute? Just agree with me?
Fine, Rico, whatever.
Well, first off, I'm not going to agree with Ron, that's for sure. So, in fact, I have my own views. I don't need to agree with any of these people.
Okay. As I was saying, these illegal immigrants who have been here, we can find a suitable,
excuse me, are you
like a concentration?
Are you suggesting amnesty?
No, we could send them to war.
You were suggesting amnesty.
Didn't you suggest that our
we don't need war, we don't want war.
We don't force people to go to war. This is America. It's a free country.
said we need an undefeatable army. Sending the 4 million illegal immigrants would be good for the army.
There's not 4 million grandmothers. There's 4 million illegal immigrants. I'd like to take care of that problem.
At this time, I would like to introduce our Secretary of State, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Presidential candidates. As you all know, President Barack Obama killed the trip to Mars. Kind of like my presidential career. What do you think will be NASA's role in the future?
Well, I propose that we have a colony on the moon of 13,000 people. Every year, 3,000 people will go back and forth from the moon.
Okay, I want to stop you right there because that is completely ridiculous. I understand you giving more money to NASA, but when you are talking about building America on the moon, when you are talking about building another America on the moon, it's absolutely ridiculous. We do not need to waste our money on this kind of funding.
No, we're trying to cut the deficit, not raise it. No. Let's focus on America on Earth, shall we?
I don't know about making a colony on the moon, but we should send some politicians to the moon. If you have my opinion on it.
I would like each of the candidates to address President Obama's contraceptive mandate and what you all are now calling an attack on organized religion.
Okay, I am not going to affiliate myself with these irrelevant questions, but I think we should remember LIUTTS. Leave it up to the states!
No. Wait, I got a better idea. Let independence undermine this tyrannical socialism.
Come on, he did not just make that up.
What?
I mean, he's always saying, stay away from the media is bad.
True.
Meanwhile, a few weeks back for the Fox debate, he's at the bar with Megyn Kelly on his lap, discussing what questions are going to make him look good.
No.
Yeah.
Let me make this as fundamentally clear as I possibly can. She was not on my lap.
Congressman Paul, there has been speculation that because of your poor performance in the primaries, that you will be running as a third-party candidate in the fall. Is this true?
I don't know why on earth you say that I do not have a chance for catching up to Mitt every day. We're practically nibbling at his heels.
Governor Romney, any response? Mitt Romney. Governor.
Romney.
I'm sorry. I was just imagining Ron Paul nibbling at my heels. I think Ron Paul just made it more clear why I tied my dog to the roof of my car.
That's actually pretty funny. Not bad.
Going down the line, what makes you a trustworthy candidate, starting with Mr. Speaker Gingrich?
I've worked with Ronald Reagan. And I've learned from him that if you change your mind too much... Oh, wait, I have 3 wives.
Oh. Well, anyway, I think you just need to elect me and see what happens.
I've had experience in the private sector, as I said, and the economy is the most important thing, and right now the economy is failing, and I don't know how to bring it back. I'm just about the most trustworthy candidate there is. I've been consistent, I haven't changed my mind on multiple things. I mean, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
Hey! That is a line from Toy Story. You don't even look like Woody.
That's pretty accurate. I get to respond to that. That was an attack against me. I don't know if you realize. I haven't changed my mind a million times. I've always been pro-gun. I changed my position on abortion when they send me the mandate on.
Hold on. Hey, Santorum has a snake in his boob.
I'm just tying my shoe for.
He has a snake in his boob.
I'm just tying my shoe.
Sure you were.
He really does look like Woody.
This is just immature. Come on, Rick. Get a sense of humor. Yeah.
Senator Santorum, do you favor banning contraceptives?
Look, I know it was brought up because personally I'm against it, but banning it, I mean, you can't do that. That's a tyranny. But if I could, I would.
Okay, I don't know about. I think contraceptives should stay legalized. Everything should be legalized. It should be left up to the states. Let the prostitutes decide whether or not prostitution should be legal. Let everyone make their own decisions.
No, let me guess, Ron Paul. I'll leave it up to the states.
Leave it up to the states.
Former Speaker Newt Gingrich, you've been attacking Mitt Romney constantly through your campaign. Is it because he's the front runner?
I think there is this clear contrast, a stark contrast, between a Ronald Reagan conservative and a,
Let me guess. A Massachusetts moderate.
Hey, that was mine. And a Massachusetts moderate.
Congressman Paul, being the oldest candidate, are you willing to release your medical records?
Wow. I'm pretty sure. Yes. You know what? I have to be honest. I don't know. I'm an old guy.
Ron,
Pick him up! Pick him up, for God's sake!
get up, Ron, get up!
I mean, is he okay?
Yes, I'll release my medical records.
Going down the line, starting with Rick Santorum, who do you think would be a good vice president?
It's just something you gotta put a lot of thought into, and I'm not gonna say just yet, because I'm not really sure. I'm not positive, but Marco Rubio is pretty much a possibility.
I think we should leave it up to the states to decide.
Well, I always preferred Ronald Reagan,
Drink.
so I'm gonna say Ronald Reagan.
Drink.
On an end note, each of you feel that you are the best candidate to go up against President Obama in November. Explain why.
Well, I'm clearly the best
I
candidate.
think
because
I believe
Let
the
me
best
go.
choice is someone
my
who
presidency will be about bringing back that promise of America and advancing the rights of
the people believe in a
I was
Ronald
just kidding.
Reagan
It will be
conservative,
about restoring
not
America.
a Massachusetts moderate.
On a hill.
Thank you all for watching. This was the GOP presidential debate in Texas. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next time.